University of Al Quaraouiyine. The University of Al-Karaouiyine, also written Al-Qarawiyyin or Al-Karaouine, is a university located in Fez, Morocco. It is the oldest existing, continually operating and the first degree awarding educational institution in the world according to UNESCO and Guinness World Records, and is sometimes referred to as the oldest university. It was founded by Fatima al-Fihri in 859 with an associated madrasa, which subsequently became one of the leading spiritual and educational centers of the historic Muslim world. It was incorporated into Morocco's modern state university system in 1963. Education at Al-Qarawiyyin University concentrates on the Islamic religious and legal sciences with a heavy emphasis on, and particular strengths in classical Arabic grammar, linguistics and Maliki law, although a few lessons on other non-Islamic subjects such as French, English are also offered to students. Teaching is delivered in the traditional method, in which students are seated in a semicircle, halqa, around a sheikh, who prompts them to read sections of a particular text, asks them questions on particular points of grammar, law, or interpretation, and explains difficult points. Most students at the Qur'an range from between the ages of 13 and 30, and study towards high school level diplomas and university level bachelor's degrees, although Muslims with a sufficiently high level of Arabic are also able to attend lecture circles on an informal basis, given the traditional category of visitors, in search of religious and legal knowledge, Zuwar lil Talab Fii, ilm. In addition to being Muslim, prospective students of the Qur'an are required to have memorized the Quran in full as well as several other shorter medieval Islamic texts on grammar and Maliki law, and in general to have a very good command of classical Arabic. It is a common misconception that the university is open only to men, however. It is open to both men and women. Successive dynasties expanded the Al-Qarawiyyin Mosque until it became the largest in Africa, with a capacity of 22,000 worshippers. 8 Compared with the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul or the Jama Mosque in Isfahan, the design is austere. The columns and arches are plain white, the floors are covered in reed mats, not lush carpets. Yet the seemingly endless forest of arches creates a sense of infinite majesty and intimate privacy, while the simplicity of the design complements the finely decorated niches, pulpit and outer courtyard, with its superb tiles, plasterwork, wood carvings and paintings. The present form of the mosque is the result of a long historical evolution over the course of more than 1,000 years. Originally the mosque was about 30 meters long with a courtyard and 4 transverse aisles. The first expansion was undertaken in 956 by Umayyad Caliph of Cordoba, Abd ar-Rahman III. The prayer hall was extended and the minaret was relocated, taking on a square form that served as a model for countless North African minarets. At this time it became a tradition that other mosques of Efes would make the call to prayer only after they heard Al-Qarawiyyin. In the minaret of Al-Qarawiyyin Mosque there is a special room, the Dar al-Muwaqqit, where the times of prayer are established. The most extensive reconstruction was carried out in 1135 under the patronage of the Almoravid ruler Sultan Ali ibn Yusuf, who ordered the extension of the mosque from 18 to 21 aisles, expanding the structure to more than 3,000 square meters. The mosque acquired its present appearance at this time, featuring horseshoe arches and imis frames decorated with beautiful geometrical and floral Andalusian art bordered with Kufic calligraphy. In the 16th century, the Saudis restored the mosque, adding 2 pavilions to the northern and southern ends of the courtyard. At the time Morocco became a French protectorate in 1912, Al-Qarawiyyin had witnessed a decline as a religious center of learning from its medieval prime. Implemented a number of structural reforms between 1914 and 1947, but did not modernize the contents of teaching likewise, which were still dominated by the traditional world views of the ulama. At the same time, the student numbers at Al-Qarawiyyin dwindled to a total of 300 in 1922 as the Moroccan elite began to send its children instead to the newfound Western-style colleges and institutes elsewhere in the country. In 1947, Al-Qarawiyyin was integrated into the state educational system, 23, but it was only by royal decree after independence, in 1963, that the madrasa was finally transformed into a university under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. In 1975, the general studies were transferred to the newly founded Sidi Muhammad bin Abdullah University. Al-Qarawiyyin kept the Islamic and theological courses of studies.